The book of Micah, Judgment Now, Blessing Later, Micah 3, 1 through 5 and 15, Lesson 2. Introduction. 1. In this lesson we shall consider Micah's second message, A, as presented in Micah 3, 1 through 5 and 15, B, which follows a similar theme as in the previous message, 1. God's condemnation of Israel, 2. With a glimpse of future hope. This second message has more to say about the future hope, especially regarding the Messiah, but it begins with God's condemnation of Israel's leaders. A. Indictment of Israel's civil leaders. 1. The outrageous conduct of the rulers, Micah 3, 1 through 3. A. They hated good and loved evil. B. They consumed the people, oppressed them. 2. The judgment to come upon them, Micah 3, 4. A. They will cry to the Lord, but he will not hear them. B. He will hide his face from them. B. Indictment of Israel's religious leaders. 1. The judgment to come upon the false prophets, Micah 3, 5 through 7. A. Because they lead God's people astray. B. They shall have no vision, they shall be made ashamed. 2. Micah's own ministry in contrast to that of the false prophets, Micah 3, 8. A. He is full of the power of the Spirit and of justice and might. B. He declares the transgressions and sins of Israel. C. Indictment of Israel's leaders renewed. 1. Addressing once again the rulers of Israel. Their sins are categorized, Micah 3, 9 through 11. A. They abhor justice and pervert iniquity, fairness. B. They build up Jerusalem with bloodshed and iniquity. C. Whether judges, priests, or prophets, they do it only for the money, belying their claim to trust in the Lord. 2. The judgment to come upon Israel because of them, Micah 3:12. A. Zion shall be plowed like a field. B. Jerusalem shall become heaps of ruins. This prophecy of Micah was fulfilled when Babylon destroyed Israel in 586 BC, 2 Chronicles 36:17 through 21. But his message is not finished, and as ominous as it was in proclaiming the coming judgment, he now continues with a glimpse into the future. The future exaltation of Zion and Masonic hope. A. The glory to come in the latter days. 1. What will happen in the latter days? A. The mountain of the Lord's house will be established, and many people will want to go. Micah 4, 1 and 2. B. They will want to learn of God's ways, and the word of the Lord will go forth from Jerusalem. Micah 4, 2. C. The Lord will judge the nations, and there will be peace. Micah 4, 3. D. Everyone will be content, walking in the name of the Lord forever. Micah 4, 4 and 5. Isaiah had a similar prophecy. Isaiah 2, 1 through 4. 2. What is the fulfillment of this prophecy? A. Some believe it is all yet to come, premillennialist. B. Some believe it is all past, millennialists. C. I am inclined to believe there are past, present, and future elements. 1. It began in Jerusalem with the preaching of the gospel on Pentecost. A. For Peter identifies the events of that day as beginning the fulfillment of what would occur in the last days. Joel 2:28 through 32 and Acts 2:16 and 17. B. Jesus said the gospel would go forth from Jerusalem as prophesied. Luke 24, 46 and 47, see Micah 4, 2 and Isaiah 2, 3. 2. It continues as people respond to the gospel that originated from Jerusalem. A. Such people have come to Mount Zion. Hebrew 12:22 through 24. See Micah 4:2. B. They learned the ways of the Lord. Ephesians 4:20 through 24 and Micah 4:2. 3. The judging among many people may be both present and future. A. The book of Revelation reveals the Lord as judging both the present and in the future. Revelation 1:5, 2:26 and 27, 17:14, 20:11 through 15. B. Peter viewed some of Isaiah's prophecies as yet to be fulfilled. 2 Peter 3:13. See Isaiah 65:17 through 19 and 66:22. C. Therefore Micah 4:3 through 5 may find some of its fulfillment in the eternal destiny of the redeemed, as part of the New Jerusalem, of the new heaven and the new earth described in Revelation 21 and 22. 3. As Micah continues, he describes what will occur in that day. Micah 4:6 through 8. A. The Lord will assemble a remnant of those he afflicted. Romans 11:5. B. He will reign over them forever. Luke 1:30 through 33. I understand that the fulfillment of this prophecy began with the first coming of Christ, and that the church is the spiritual kingdom in which the former dominion of Israel has been restored and given to Jesus, who reigns from heaven. See Matthew 28:18, Acts 1:6 through 8, 2:30 through 36, Revelation 1:5, 2:26 and 27, and 3:21. B. The distress and captivity before restoration. 1. The now of Micah 4:9 suggests that Micah has returned from his glimpse of the future hope to what will occur in the immediate present. 2. Their judgment will involve duress, like a woman in labor, as they will be delivered to Babylon, from which they will also be redeemed. Micah 4:9 and 10. 3. Even now many nations, like Assyria, have come up against them. Micah 4:11 through 5:1. A. Who seek to defile Zion, whom God will use to break them in many pieces. B. The daughter of Zion, Israel, shall be humbled also. See Micah 5:1. Micah, judgment now, blessing later. Micah 3:1 through 5 and 15. Lesson 2, Part 1.